for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Roll call, please.
Mayor Delaquila.
Here.
Director of Law Pignatello.
Here.
Director of Finance Herwick.
Here.
Councilman at Large Elliott.
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Kelly.
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Stager.
Here.
Ward 1 Councilman Biassiata.
There.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky.
Here.
Ward 4 Councilman Greenwald.
Here.
Director of Public Service and Properties Johnson. Building Commissioner Petardi. Engineer Collins.
Okay, we'll now have the reading and disposal of the journal.
Thank you, Council President. Having read the minutes of the regular meeting of March 25th, 2019, I find no errors or omissions, and I therefore move to accept the minutes as submitted.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Minutes have been adopted. Moving on to the consent agenda of March 25th.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
there is no division of the question. I move that we accept the consent agenda for March 25th, 2019.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Consent agenda of March 25th been adopted. Moving on to resolution of commendation.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 8, 2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
Second.
Point of order.
Yep. We're going to read it in its entirety today.
Oh,
And it's full.
tired.
Also, it's a resolution. rather
So
than an ordinance.
that's fine. Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. We'll now have the full reading of resolution 8, 2019.
Resolution number 8, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. A resolution of commendation, 2019 St. Columbkill CYO D3 Division Champions. Whereas the 2019 St. Columbkill CYO D3 Division Champions had the necessary drive, desire, and ability to become an exceptional basketball team during the 2019 season and were able to participate in the D3 Golden Conference bracket. And whereas council and all elected and appointed officials hereby specifically wish to honor and recognize the 2019 St. Columbkill CYO basketball team for their hard work, dedication, and extraordinary talent. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, that the appreciation of the mayor, of council, and all other elected and appointed officials is hereby extended to the 2019 St. Columbkill CYO D3 Division Championship team members. Benjamin Andel, Logan Arndt, Theodore Conlon, Max Kyle, Jack Masters, Tyler Sharton, Brendan Guerin, Robert Kane, and Jack Topolsky, and Coach Gus Argento and Coach John Masters for their sincere dedication and hard work that took the 2019 St. Columbkill CYO basketball team to win the Holy Family Tournament and attain the CYO D3 Division Championship. And the best wishes of the official family are herewith extended to them for continued success. That the clerk of council be and she is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to the 2019 St. Columbkill CYO D3 Division Championship basketball team immediately upon its adoption. That this resolution is hereby determined to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the city of Seven Hills. Wherefore, this resolution shall take effect and be enforced immediately upon its adoption, otherwise at the earliest period allowed by law.
We have a further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we adopt resolution number 8, 2019.
Second.
Any comments?
I have a couple comments. Being a coach at St. Columkill, congratulations. I think it's only the second time it's happened, right? Twice? Awesome. Great job, guys. Great job, coaches. All right. All right.
Hold on. More to come. First of many. First of many. Any further comments from council?
Yes, Council President. I would like to say congratulations as well to the team and the coaches. Great work. Great things come together when you work together.
Good point. Further comments? Law Director.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate you guys. It was 50 years ago, almost to the month, when I was at St. Columkill in 8th grade. We were city football champs. I'll never forget it. I still look back on that fondly. You guys will, 50 years from now, you'll be reading this certificate, and you should be proud of yourself.
Amen. Thank you, Director Pignatello. Mayor Delaquila.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just very briefly, congratulations to the whole community involved in bringing this wonderful result to St. Columkill. As a parishioner there myself, it just fills me with pride to know that we have such great people, kids, parents, coaches involved, not only in the aspect of winning the championship, which is a wonderful result, but youth sports means so much more than just competing. They instill in ourselves and our children the understanding of achieving a goal through shared efforts. The life lessons that are learned may not mean a whole lot now, but as you age, you'll realize the benefits that you've derived from participating in an organized program such as this and achieving so much. So congratulations, well done, and we look for so much more from you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Anyone else?
I have one comment. It was about the time that he was winning the football championship that I was playing center at CYO at St. Charles. It was really embarrassing because I can't jump. And so they would pass me the ball and hopefully nobody would jump over my head as I shot through the hoop. So congratulations, guys. Like he said, teamwork is important and it's a good life lesson. This is same thing up here. This is teamwork. So good luck to y'all and savor the moment.
Councilman Greenwald.
Yeah, Mr. President. I'd just like to congratulate you guys and your parents on your victory. I hope you guys really enjoy this time in your lives. I think that I look back and there are few things that I remember more fondly than playing sports with my friends growing up. And great job.
Thank you, Councilman. Anyone else? All right, I'll go. Well, thank you all for coming here tonight and let us honor you, first of all. Second, congratulations on the fine season you had. Success throughout the entire season is not an accident. It's my understanding, in addition to the division championship, which is so hard in a highly competitive division, congratulations are also in order for winning the Holy Family tournament earlier this year. I remember finally back to my days, and Holy Family was the one team I couldn't beat. So to go there and win that tournament on behalf of Seven Hills and Parma, thank you. Thank you so much. Revenge 30 years later. Anyhow, as you've seen, no great accomplishment is without all the support behind you. You're all in 8th grade. Many great things lie ahead, but you wouldn't be here today without mom and dad bringing you to practices. You wouldn't be out here without your coaches helping you get better. But most of all, you wouldn't be here without the dedication. You know, it's very hard to make a CYO team. You don't just sign up. You started practicing as younger boys, and you had to stick with it to get to the level of accomplishment you did today. So I am very proud of you for what you did, and I hope to look for even greater things in the future and even greater representation of Seven Hills. So thank you on behalf of all council. I'll shut up now and we'll have our vote. Roll call, please.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Resolution 8 has been adopted. Our council clerk was so kind to do a resolution, a ceremonial resolution for each person. So when I call you up, if you can approach the dais and receive your commendation. Coach,
Why don't you go down front? Yeah, I'll hand them to you. Come on, Tony, you can live down there, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. You want to read it and I'll just hand it.
I just follow him and then he'll read the news. Or you read the news.
They'll want it.
Coach Argento.
Everything everybody said here was what we, go with these young men every day in practice. And our work did pay off. There's a lot of things that go into that. Your parents, getting there where you needed to be. The fact that a lot of the fellows have played together since third grade.
Wow.
So they had an affection for each other, not only athletically, but as friends. And then you see the NCAA tournaments, everyone's more family. So that's was a season of dreams.
Excellent.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
One for both coaches. Right? One for both. Those are for the cats. We're not just, we're gonna be short. That's all right.
Thank you.
Congrats.
No.
Logan Hart.
You have two there, Tony.
Theodore Conlon.
He's the short one.
Max Hill. All right, Jack Masters. Thank you all. I really
Thank
Right.
you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Tyler Sharp. Brendan Duran. Robert James. And Jack Polsky.
There goes the minutes from the meeting.
Okay.
Oh, Tony.
It's okay, it's just my notes, I'll get it.
Jack's gonna give it.
No.
Jack's
No, no, no.
I didn't want anyone
That's the guy with the cane.
All right, gang. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. Congrats, guys.
We can call a recess for 5 minutes so you can all get home and do some homework. Good job, gang. Thank you all for coming.
So cute.
Yeah, good for you.
We try to determine whether our change was related to Dr.
That's what I
Take
want.
care.
Take care.
Yeah, because I always tell them. You know what, the band is good. I don't know, 68 something. I'm sure it's
What's that?
exciting, the band.
Yeah, should be.
Okay.
Yeah, spread
the good word. Yeah, good. Did you see his mom? Still with the Dinah?
She's on fire.
Good. You live around here?
Thanks, Coach.
You live around here, good? Yeah, that's right.
Take care, Coach. Thank you.
All right, we're going to reconvene. Reports of committees, planning, zoning, economic development.
Yes, Mr. President, all previous minute notes are on file with the clerk. Our next planning, zoning, and economic development meeting is Tuesday, April 16th.
Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. President. The most recent meeting of the Public Works Committee was on March 4th. The next one will be on April 2nd. The meetings, the most recent meeting, the minutes of the most recent meeting are pending.
Community Services.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was on March 4th. The minutes are on file with the clerk, and our next meeting will be April 2nd.
Police and Safety.
Thank you, Mr. President. Police and safety minutes from the last meeting are pending. The next meeting will be on 4/16/19.
Okay, Parks and Rec. Last meeting was on March 18th. The next meeting will be on Tuesday, April 16th. Rules, Ordinance, and Ethics.
Yes, Mr. President, our last meeting was on March 4th. Those minutes are on file with the clerk. Our next meeting will be on April 2nd.
Finance, Civil Service, and Personnel. Our last meeting was on April 18th. Those meeting minutes are on file with the clerk. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, April 2nd. We do not have any appointments today. We do have one communication, so I give the floor to the Clerk of Council.
This is a letter from former Councilman Bob Leach. He requested that it be read into the record. Dear members of City Council, it's been a pleasure getting to know each and every one of you just a tad, and I had the pleasure of speaking with you at or after your meetings. You all have come so very far, and I'm so very pleased at your learning curve and intelligence since most of you took office in late 2017. I am so very proud of all 7 of you. The cooperation between each other and the administration has been a welcome change, but I have a real problem with your proposed change considering the elected law director and prosecutor. Of course, any change in the position of law director must go to the ballot, and during my 26 years on City Council, this was proposed several times and gone to the ballot when it was soundly defeated. In a democratic society, the elections for governments is the basis of which our country was founded. I cannot understand why there is a sudden heavy push and emergency to get this on the May ballot after it was first decided by the Charter Review Committee not to put it on. Then let me get this straight. You reviewed their hard work and agreed with their recommendations, and of course this was not put on. Then out of the clear at the last moment last week, you put it on the last minute, but because it didn't have the emergency clause on it. It wasn't passed with a 4-to-1 vote of council. Then you put it on again a week later with the emergency clause. So it passed. It will avoid the 30-day referendum time. So any citizen action would not be allowed. We all know it will need a 5 affirmed vote for passage. Quite honestly, this stinks. Is there someone standing behind the corner pushing a rookie council so that by putting this on at a May election and it passes, they can walk right in when the new mayor is elected and takes office in December, when his crony friends and have what should be an elected position? Something smells in the woodshed and it ain't a skunk. Couple things come to mind with all the years I was sitting in the same chair as you're in today. One is it is much easier getting something passed in a primary than a general election. I protest vehemently, as this is a shortcut around to citizens that put you in office. What's the rush? Why are you not listening to the Charter Review Committee? Is there someone in your seats or out there who is thinking he or she will be elected and want and crave that extra power and control so they may pick a buddy? I had the most honor and privilege of working with 2 of the finest public servants, in Alan Cassinger and Rich Pignatello, who also I had the privilege of working with when he was an elected councilman. They, as elected officials, had term limits every 4 years. Why the rush to upset the apple cart? We are also privileged enough to have Pat DiCiro, so we are indeed blessed to have such dedicated and honest public servants. Please don't take away my God-given right to vote. Every resident in Seven Hills deserves the best. This is a complete turnaround in what it means to be an American. I beg each and every one of you to vote no on this ordinance. Bob Leach of Rockhaven Drive.
Just note that that was intended for a couple weeks ago. But Bob Leach, resident of Ward 1, insisted it still be read into the record today at his urging. So we're moving on to amended ordinance. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Council's open to the audience on legislation only. Anyone? Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. We'll now have the second reading of amended ordinance 40, 2019.
Amended ordinance number 40, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. Ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Buckingham, Doolittle, and Burroughs LLC of Akron, Ohio, for professional legal services to the city in regard to the city's process of appointment and use of special prosecuting attorneys, and authorizing an amount not to exceed $20,000 for said services.
Now I have the second reading of ordinance 41, 2019.
Ordinance 41, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Walter Haverfield, attorneys at law of Cleveland, Ohio, for professional legal services to the city in regard to labor, employment, and litigation services, including but not limited to drafting and assisting in the coordination and implementation of an employee handbook.
Moving on to amended ordinance number 42, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read amended ordinance number 42-2019 by title only for its second and final reading.
I second.
Roll call. Oh, yes, let the record stand that I'm recusing from amended ordinance number 42, 2019.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Amended Ordinance 42, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract with Jackson Deacon and Associates of Westlake, Ohio, appropriating a sum not to exceed $99,718 for the furnishing of a comprehensive municipal liability insurance coverage package effective April 1st, 2019 through March 31st, 2020, and declaring an emergency.
Further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move that we pass amended ordinance -42-2019.
I second.
Roll call.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I just like to say that the reason we're doing this on an emergency is a timing issue. We don't want our municipal insurance to lapse, and this has to go into effect April 1st.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Amended ordinance 42, 2019 is passed. We'll now have the second reading of ordinance 43, 2019.
Ordinance number 43, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and Councilman Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a lease agreement with F&B Commercial Leasing for the purpose of leasing various equipment for the service department that will include, but not be limited to, two 2020 Freightliner Model M2106 10-ton snowplow trucks with cab and chassis, two Concord Minuteman snow and ice control equipment packages, one Vermeer BC 1500 130 HP wood chipper, two ice control granular materials hopper spreaders, one stainless steel dump body, two liquid free wet systems, one Concord HD wood chipper box steel, one payloader John Deere 524L, and one backhoe John Deere 310SL, and appropriating a sum not to exceed $642,510.70 for said purchases.
Moving on to ordinance 44, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman Elliott.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 44, 2019 by title only.
I'll second. Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance, number 44, 2019, introduced by councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Stager, Elliott, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend the appropriations of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio for the year ending December 31st, 2019, and declaring an emergency.
Do we have a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Elliott.
I move that we pass ordinance 44, 2019.
I'll second. Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 44, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 45, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Stager.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 45-2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 45, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Prime Pay LLC of Westchester, Pennsylvania, for professional services for the 1095, 1094 mandated reporting year 2019, as a result of the Affordable Care Act, authorizing an amount not to exceed $4,500 for said service and declaring an emergency.
Further motion,
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Stager?
I would also like to say that the reason for the emergency is because we need to send this off by March 29th, which is Friday, because it is due on March 31st, which is a Sunday. Therefore, that's the reason for the emergency. And therefore, Mr. President, I move that we pass ordinance number 45-2019.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 45, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 46, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman Greenwald.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 46-2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll
the motion.
call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Councilman Greenwald.
I would just like to state for the record that we believe that visible lane lines are a matter of public safety, and now that it's warm enough to do them, we'd like to get them done as quickly as possible. That is the reason this is an emergency. I move to pass ordinance number 46-2019.
I'll second.
Point of
Well-
order.
Yes. Thank you for the further notation. I will now have the first reading by title only
I'm
of
sorry.
ordinance 46, 2019.
Ordinance 46, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with American Roadway Logistics of Richfield, Ohio, appropriating an amount not to exceed $26,767.97 for the 2019 pavement markings program and declaring an emergency.
We have a further motion.
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilman Greenwald.
I would now move that we pass ordinance number 46-2019.
And I will now second it.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 46, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 47, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I would like to amend ordinance number 47-2019 so that the amended paragraph states, amended paragraph 151.09 states that summer laborers shall receive as compensation a per hour rate of the federally established minimum wage up to $12 per hour.
I'll second.
I would further like to make
We
a
got to
motion.
vote. Roll call
I'm
on the
sorry.
amendment.
I'm sorry.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 47, 2019 has been amended. Do we have a further motion?
Yes, Mr. President, and I would
Councilman
like to make a
Snitsky.
motion to suspend the rules under the charter and read amended ordinance number 47, 2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Amended ordinance 47, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila, councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend subsection 151.09D, part-time temporary employees as contained in chapter 151, employees generally of Title V Administrative of Part 1 Administrative Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, for the purpose of amending the compensation rate of part-time summer laborers and declaring an emergency.
Further motion,
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move that we pass amended ordinance 47-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 48, 2019.
Ordinance number 48, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila. Councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio with Coxcom LLC, Business Services of Cleveland, Ohio, for the purpose of supplying Cox Business Internet, technical support, cable, and POTS lines, Rockside and Broadview to the City of Seven Hills Police Department, City Hall, Recreation Center, Fire Station, and Service Garage, and appropriating the sum not to exceed $18,350.88 for a 3-year renewable contract for said service.
Now the first reading of resolution 9, 2019.
Resolution number 9, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila. Councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. A resolution authorizing the city of Seven Hills to participate in the ODOT winter contract for road salt.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Stager.
before we move on to point number 10 of the agenda, I have a point of order. I believe ordinance number 44-2019, it was not said that it was read on first reading, declaring an emergency, and read for its first and final reading. I would just like to make that statement.
Did we?
That's the one you were
Hold on.
supposed to read, I believe.
Clerk, can you check your notes to see if we had a motion to read by title only, first and final reading?
Final. That's how I have it noted, yes.
Okay,
We're okay.
great. Thank you.
Thank you for double checking. So, point of order has been clarified. 44, ordinance 44 was appropriately voted on to declare an emergency. And that emergency was timing, as the appropriations are due on March 31st to the county. And this is the last voting meeting prior.
No, that was 45. It was 44.
Now 44 is the ordinance appropriations.
Yeah.
Mr. President,
Councilman Elliott.
I read ordinance 44. It was supposed to be Leslie, but she didn't answer in a timely fashion. That's where she's getting confused on 44 and 45.
It's all good. Here's the thing. The
it's
council
irrelevant.
clerk has verified in her notes, and the record duly states that it was appropriately handled. So let's move on from this. Council is now open to the audience. Okay. Reports from the mayor,
No report this evening.
director of finance,
No report.
director of law.
No report.
At this time, I'm going to make a motion to excuse the Director of Public Service, the City Engineer, and Building Commissioner.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Director of Service, City Engineer, and Building Commissioner have been excused. Now I'll go with Council Miscellaneous. We'll start with Councilwoman Kelly,
I have nothing, thank you.
Councilman Elliott.
I'd just like to say thank you to District Council 6 Painters and Allied Trades for their generous donation to Calvin Park. That's all, sir.
Councilwoman Stager,
Nothing, thank you.
Councilman Greenwald,
Nothing, thank you.
Councilman Snetsky,
Nothing at this time, sir.
and I have nothing. I'll just, I have nothing. So I'm going to make a motion to adjourn
Second.
at 8:23.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, the meeting's adjourned.